Hello, welcome to Tabletop CP. Today we're heading to the Soviet Union, 1941, for a game of Bolt Action version 3. Alright, so we are rolling into our second official game of Bolt Action version 3. The first one went really well, and we're going to be billing this one as a teaching game. We're going to have Steve here, and Steve is a veteran of many Bolt Action version 2 games. He has not played version 3, he has not read about it, he does not follow it. So we're going to be teaching him all the changes, all the new rules on the fly during the game, and we're going to try to get as much of that on camera as we can. We brought a whole variety of platoons, a whole variety of situations hopefully will arise that test the new rules, maybe even a little stress test of the platoon structures as well during this. So there's a lot going on in this game, and hopefully you guys learn a lot from it. I'm sure we will, I'm sure Steve will. So with that being said, we may make some mistakes still. This is our third game. We played one test game and one official game, but I think we got the rules down pretty well. So anyway, forgive any mistakes we make. And with that, let's get into it. All right, so before we begin, I'm going to do a quick shout out to our channel sponsors. The first being Cigar Box Battle. This is their mat called The Valley, one of our favorite mats. It's very vibrant, it's got a river, it's got a built-in road, super cool. Check out the description if you would like to get one of these for yourself. Our next sponsor is Kick-Ass Mail Order. So these guys are a US-based mail order company. They have all the hobby supplies you could possibly want. They got models, they got terrain, they got everything you could possibly need. If you want to field the platoon like you see in this game, check out their website in the description. And if you use the code there, you can get a nice little bonus if you're in the US. And last but not least is our buddy Chris Reed over at Panacea Prints. Chris runs a Etsy store for high quality 3D resin printed stuff. He's got a lot of stuff on there that you're not going to find at any of the big manufacturers of minis and stuff. So if you're looking for stuff to round out that list, check out his link in the description, and also use the code in the description, or use the link in the description and get a nice little bonus discount. Okay, so now let's begin our briefing. So we're going to start with the terrain we're going to be using for the game. So first of all, we got this river here. So the river is just going to be rough ground, so no running across it. Other than that, it's going to not provide any cover or anything like that. Over here we have a nice big orchard. So this is going to provide soft cover. It will not block line of sight. This is not dense terrain. We do have some dense terrain, however, here, and there. So dense terrain, and this is all going to be soft cover, dense terrain, but dense terrain just means that you can't see across it. If you're in it, you can see and be seen. If you're on behind it, you can't see, or no one can see you. So patches of grass like this are going to be soft cover, no blocking of line of sight. Soft cover fence. This is also going to be a 4-inch visibility. So if you're more than 4 inches from the fence, you can't see through it or be seen. All the buildings are going to be soft cover, and then these rock walls here are going to be hard cover. And we'll get into that during the game, how that works. So anyway, that's it for the terrain. Let's talk about the mission. Alright, so the mission today is going to be one of the story missions. So there's two types of missions in Bolt Action version 3. You can generate a balanced mission. It's a variety of deployment types, mission types, and deployment zones. There's also what they call story missions, which are not as balanced and mainly attacker defender type missions. And the one we're going to be playing is called point defense. So the way this one's going to work, the defenders, who will be the Soviets in this case, will pick one of the two table edges, the long table edges. They will deploy at least half of their force within 12 of their table edge. So their deployment zone is 12 inches from their edge. So they could deploy their entire army if they like, but they must deploy at least half, and the rest are going to come in from reserve. They can also be hidden. So hidden just means that if you're in cover, you get a bonus to your cover save. So it's +1 to your cover save. That's quite a bit different than the old hidden version 2, which was a -4 to hit, I believe. Now you just hit them as normal, but they get a bonus to their cover save. So once deployed, the defender will deploy 3 objectives in his deployment zone. The objectives have to be at least 6 inches from his edge, and they have to be 24 inches from each other. So the Soviets will start with control of all the objectives at the start of the game, regardless if they have an infantry or artillery unit within 3 inches of it. So normally to claim an objective, you have to have infantry or artillery or a transport with one of those in it within 3 inches of that objective. However, in this one, the Soviets can just deploy their objectives and immediately start the game with control of them. The attacking Germans, meanwhile, will nominate at least half of their force to come in first wave. So first wave means they don't start on the board. When you draw their order dice at the beginning of turn 1, they just move on from the board edge as if they were running or advancing. So the rest are going to be in reserve, but they could bring their entire army as well if they choose to do that. And lastly, the attackers will get a preparatory bombardment against the defenders. So every deployed defending unit on the board, you roll for that before the game starts, and they can receive some pins, or if they're very unlucky, they can take a hit to the unit. And other than that, to capture an objective for the Germans, they will have to end the turn within 3 inches of it in a infantry or artillery or a truck containing one of those, and have no enemy defending units within 3 inches. So at the end of the turn, they will claim that objective. And at the end of the game, we'll count up who won by seeing who has the most objectives. So if the attacker claims 2 or more of the objectives, he wins. If he claims only 1 of them, it's a draw. And if he claims none of the objectives, then the defenders will win. So fairly simple, straightforward mission. And with that, let's go ahead and take a look at the forces. We'll begin with the defending Soviet platoon. So real quick, I'll just go over how the platoon building in Bolt Action version 3 works. Much different than version 2. So you must purchase an infantry platoon, which is a platoon commander and at least 2 squads. And when you do that, you unlock one of the other, I believe, 5 types of platoon. So you can get a heavy weapons platoon, you can get an artillery platoon, you can get a recce platoon, you can get a armor platoon, and an engineer platoon. So by buying 1 infantry platoon, you unlock 1 of each of those other ones. If you wanted to, say, bring a 2nd heavy weapons platoon, then you would have to buy an entire 2nd infantry platoon with its platoon commander and mandatory 2 infantry squads. This particular platoon is a modified version of one of the example platoons that they have in the books. They have several example platoons in the book that you can use in games, or you can just get an idea of how they're built. This specific one is the God of War platoon, and this is 1,056 points with 15 order dice. So order dice, an increase in order dice is a thing in version 3. There's going to be more order dice in the game. However, there are more officers with more snap twos. So in our experience, the extra order dice, if you use the snap twos, did not really increase the length of the game that much. So starting out with this platoon, we have a platoon commander, 3 guys, so small team is no longer a thing. Back in version 2, usually officers ran in 2s because you had a negative modifier to hit them. For small team, that's no longer a thing. So now 3-man officer teams would probably be quite common. Just more guys, more shooting, and there's no reason aside from points not to bring 3 guys. So we got our platoon commander, regular. We're going to have 2 regular LMG squads, 12 guys, so full strength, which means they get a bonus reroll if they fail an order until they start losing guys, I believe. So 2 of those, LMG, all rifles, 1 SMG sergeant. We're also going to have an inexperienced infantry platoon, so no longer free. We had to purchase this. In fact, there's no more free units at all in Bolt Action. So we did go ahead and buy 1 inexperienced squad just to test it out. They have a for the motherland rule, which means if there's an enemy unit within 12 inches of them and they have a pin on them, on a 4+, they lose a pin. So that's pretty good for the inexperienced guys. They're also green. We're also going to be rolling in with a commissar, so he's inexperienced. Also with 3 guys, SMGs. He's got a pistol. The Soviets have the not 1 step back rule. So a commissar, any friendly unit, infantry unit within 6 inches of him that fails an order, he will shoot one of them and allow them to re-roll the order checks. And that's not optional, it's mandatory. Any unit that fails in order within 6 inches of the commissar will lose a man and get to re-roll. Next up we have a forward observer, so our forward artillery observer. An interesting thing with the new rules is that the forward artillery observers can now act as spotters for any indirect fire weapon on the board. So nowadays, they can hang around and actually call in fire from other artillery on the board, which is interesting. So we'll see how that works. He has the masked batteries special rule. So when he's rolling to determine the radius of his artillery strike that he calls in, he rolls 2d6 and picks the highest. And he is armed with a pistol. And rounding out the infantry platoon, we're going to have a regular AT rifle. So 48-inch range plus 2 pen on these guys. And then we're going to have a regular sniper, and these guys are going to have SMGs. So snipers have changed quite a bit. We'll probably see how that works in the game. They're a lot different now, but still pretty good, I think. So that is it for the infantry platoon. So our next platoon is a heavy weapons platoon. So any of these additional platoons that you bring must have a platoon commander with it. So that's why we're going to have a lot of platoon commanders running around on the board. And this particular platoon, we have another platoon commander, regular, with 2 guys and SMGs. So another 3-man unit running around with 2 snaps, and they can snap any unit on the board. There's no rules. There's no rule saying that you have to only snap your unit that you came with. You can snap anyone around you that's snappable. So the rest of the infantry, or the heavy weapons platoon, is going to be a Dushka heavy machine gun with 4 crew and gun shield, which gives them soft cover. Heavy machine guns are amazing now in bolt action. 48-inch range, 6 shots plus 1 pen, really nice. There's going to be a regular medium machine gun, and then we're going to have a regular heavy mortar with spotter. So quite a bit of firepower here in the heavy weapons platoon. Our last platoon is going to be an artillery platoon, again with a platoon commander with 2 guys and all with SMGs, regular. And you have to have at least 2 artillery pieces, or you have to have 1. So the requirement is the platoon commander and 1 artillery, but then I think you can bring up to 3 more. I'm not sure on that number, but you can bring many artillery pieces. So in this platoon, we're bringing that ZIS-3 gun, which I believe is a medium anti-tank gun. And then we're also bringing a light anti-tank gun. And that is the artillery platoon. And the final Soviet rule is the Great Patriotic War. So you get to re-roll all failed morale tests that would destroy a unit, and this is for infantry and artillery only. So we'll try to remember that one. That's one we always seem to forget when we're playing Soviets, but we'll try to remember it this time. So anyway, that is the defending Soviet platoon. Here are the attacking Germans. So this is also a modified version of the example German list in the book, the Blitzkrieg list. And by modified, I mean I reduced the amount of dice in both of these lists, as they're actually bigger lists, but I didn't want that many dice. So it says 1,058 points, 12 order dice. And real quick, the German special rules, Blitzkrieg. Officers get +1 snap 2 action, so they can snap 1 extra unit around them and within their command radius. They have initiative training, so any German NCO that is killed can be replaced on a roll of 2+, and then lastly, of course, Hitler's buzzsaw gets +1 extra shot for German machine guns. We'll start here with the mandatory infantry platoon. We're going to have our platoon commander. Everything in this German list is regular. So again, 3 guys, SMGs. We're also going to be bringing a German captain. So captains and majors are now lumped into the company commander role. You cannot choose one or the other. There's one that you buy, and they get +4 for their snap. They get +4 for their command bonus, and they have a 12-inch radius, and they're cheaper now. So I'm expecting we'll probably see more captains on the board, especially with more order dice. And we got 3 infantry squads. 2 are going to have 1 LMG, 8 rifles, and an SMG sergeant. And then 1 is going to have 2 LMG teams with 4 riflemen and an SMG sergeant. So that's the mandatory infantry platoon. And for them, we're going to have 3 transports. So another thing you can do when you buy an infantry platoon is you can buy 1 transport for every unit in there. We're just going to buy 1 for each squad, and we're leaving in enough room for the officers to ride. That's why they're 9-man squads, because each of these transports is a 12-man capacity. So we're going to have 2 trucks. These are soft skins, and we're going to see how those work in the game. And they're going to be fitted with a machine gun on top. And lastly, we're going to have a light an armored car value 7+ armor half track, and it also has an upgrade for a machine gun facing out of the back. Our last German platoon is going to be an armor platoon. So armor platoons are no different. You have to have a platoon commander, but in this case it's a vehicle. In this list it's a Panzer 38T, and it is upgraded with the platoon command tank, which is required as for 10 points. So number 01 there is going to be the platoon command tank. We're going to have a second Panzer 38T. These are light tanks. All of these are light tanks. And the 38Ts have a light AT gun, and they have 2 machine guns. And then we're also going to be bringing a Panzer II, another light tank, and it's going to have a coax machine gun and a light autocannon. And lastly, we're going to be bringing a motorcycle, which is part of the armor platoon, and it's a motorcycle with sidecar, soft skin, and it has a machine gun and a recce. So that is the German platoon, and that's the end of this quite lengthy intro. So let's get started. So Steve and Andre are here. Steve is the Soviets, that's his army, and he's deployed everything. He's decided to go all in on the deployment. Andre is bringing everything in his first wave as well. So we'll start over here. We have the AT rifle. We have the Dushka, platoon commander, LMG squad, light AT gun, sniper, ZIS 3, medium machine gun, LMG squad, inexperienced squad, LMG squad, another platoon commander, the commissar, the heavy mortar spotter is there, and then the artillery observer is there.
It's actually behind the fence. I just didn't want you guys to forget about him.
Oh, he's behind the fence, all right. And the objectives, he's got one over here, right on the edge. He's got one there, and he's got one there. So that is the deployment. As I said, Andre's bringing everything in first wave. So ready to begin.
All right.
Go for it, Andre.
And the first die, what color is Steve?
He's red and like tan. That color there. So that's one of Steve's. Oh wait, we forgot to do the prep bombardment.
Oh.
Let's do that real quick. All right, so the prep bombardment has gone off, and it's did a walking barrage down Steve's line here. So starting over here. Oh, real quick, the preliminary barrage, you roll a d6 for every unit. On a 1, it's nothing. A 2 or 3, it's 1 pin. 4 or 5, it's 2 pins. On a 6, it's 2 pins, and then they take a single strength or a single hit with penetration 3. So we got 1 pin on the AT rifle, pin on the platoon commander, 2 pins on the Dushka, 1 pin on the platoon commander, 2 pins here, and 1 dead. No pins here. 2 pins on the sniper, 2 pins on the ZIS, no pins on the machine gun, no pins on the artillery spotter, 2 pins on the platoon commander, 2 pins on the LMG squad, no pins on the inexperienced squad, 2 pins and a kill on the mortar, and then 1 pin on the commissar. So that should slow Steve down. I don't think it'll slow him down as much as it did in version 2, just because pins aren't, I mean, they're still bad. But at least you can do some shooting.
Well, you can still shoot, and they're easier to get rid of if they do pile up.
Yes. Okay, so the first dice was Steve's. All right, so we're just going to go over some of these examples as it is a teaching game. So Steve wants to run his Dushka up to the fence. He has 2 pins. In order for him to activate, he has to pass an order. He's essentially rattled, pinned, shaken, and for him to move up, he's got to pass an order. So he's a 9. His command is a 9. He's regular. So you have to roll a 9 minus 2. So on 2d6, he's got to roll a 7. However, his platoon commander, he's got 2 platoon commanders. They offer a +2 to that roll because he's within 6. So essentially, he just needs to roll a 9 or less on 2d6. How hard could it be? Oh, he got it. Okay, so when you do pass an order, you lose a pin.
Oh, I thought you.
No, that's only the rally thing.
If you rally, you lose all your pins.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you pass an order, you still just lose one.
I misunderstood. All right.
That would be too good then.
I wasn't challenging.
Too easy.
So he's just going to move up there. So he does still have a pin. on him. But that's how the officers can help. They boost up your leadership, your morale when you're trying to pass these orders that you have to take when you have pins. So we'll just get that one in there. You're new to bolt action, and it's a German die. First unit in for Andre is a truck. He moved down the road, so trucks double movement on the road. Tanks no longer double movement on the road. It's just normal speed. So that's a change. But he's going to take his machine gun and fire at that Zis 3 over there. 4 shots. Needing 4s, 5s. Wow. 4 hits.
Needing 4s or 5s?
5s, because you moved.
Because I moved.
Yeah.
So
let's
3
go over,
hits.
let's go over the modifiers right now for Steve. So that old modifier chart, Steve, pretty much throw it out the window. Now there's only 4 modifiers, and do you remember what they are, Andre?
So -1 for moving, -1 for any number of pins, not per pin, but any number of pins, -1 for being inexperienced, and +2 for point blank, which is 6 inches or less.
That's it.
Those are your modifiers.
Yep.
So I've got the moved modifier, and that's it. So
And your base is now 4 too. So remember the base used to be 3. Base now moved to 4, and they completely revamped the modifiers. Long range is no longer a thing. Cover no longer affects the hit roll. Remember in version 2, it was cover was part of the to hit roll. Well, not anymore. So Andre, they are regular.
So 3 hits.
Wasn't it 4?
It was 3.
There was 1 4 in there.
Oh, okay. So 1.
1
wound. Okay, so now the next big change here, Steve, is cover saves. So instead of cover now affecting
Go ahead.
the hit roll, you now roll a cover save to see if
That was an actual
you
kill.
block it. So you are not in cover, but you do have a gun shield. Gun shield gives you soft cover. Soft cover is a 5, hard cover is a 4. So if you roll a 5, you ignore that.
5 plus. 5 or 6, and you don't take a... Hey, get
You
your
still
hands
take
off my dice.
You still take a pin.
He doesn't take a kill.
Right. So
Also,
5
it's auto kill,
Unless you make your save.
unless you're not, or if you're in the open.
so it doesn't matter if I'm a veteran or a green or a.
No, that's on the his to wound roll still. So that's still the same as version 2. It's a 4 to wound regulars, a 5 to wound veterans.
So
3
there was the...
Oh, I see. You
there
rolled
was
the wound, and now I'm throwing a saving throw.
Yes.
Gotcha. 5 up saving throw.
And
Okay.
you missed.
He missed, so he's going to lose a man out of the Zis 3,
And you took a pin.
and you're to another pin. So he's up to 3 pins now and down to 3 guys. All right, so that's how shooting works. So you can see it's much easier to hit now. And it's one of Steve's. Steve is going to have this medium machine gun with 6 shots now, firing at the soft skin. So just 4s, no long range, nothing.
3 hits.
3 hits. All right, so another giant change for version 2, Steve, is soft skins no longer roll on that damage table anymore. It's back to V1, where if you roll any 6, he's dead. Nope. Nothing but a pin.
Nothing but 2 pins.
Nothing but a pin still applies in version 3.
So pin on the guy's inside, pin on the vehicle.
Yep. Okay. So next die. It's Andre again. So Andre's brought his second truck as your platoon commander. So the company commander was in this one, right?
No, he's in.
Oh, he's in the new one that just.
He's the one that.
So the
just
CO
rolled in.
just pulled up here. He's going to fire at that light AT gun. So another thing I'll mention, as this is a teaching game, is vehicle machine guns are now 3 shots. They've been totally nerfed, but I think it has to do with the new shooting mechanic. However, the Germans have the Hitler's buzzsaw rule, so they get the 3 shots plus 1, so they're shooting at 4. So this top shoot machine gun, 4 dice at the that light AT gun over there. Needing 5s because he moved. So a single
1
hit.
hit. Hey, it's a pin.
Hits a pin. See, he needs a nothing but a pin. He did not get a kill. So no cover save is going to be needed there. So next die. And it's one of Steve's. So the Steve had his platoon commander over here snap 2. So he's got 2 snap 2s. He's going to snap the mortar, and he snapped this LMG squad. So they have 2 pins. They passed their 2-pin order thanks to the officer. And they advanced up. He is going to fire at the truck, but...
He needs to pass an order.
Well, he already... First thing he's going to do is try to pass an order with the mortar.
No
7.
problem.
So they are down to 1 pin.
Still need a 6, or did that roll
Still
change?
need a 6. So that has not changed. So he's going to fire at the truck. Need a 6. It is not a 6.
That would have been a game changer.
You gotta try.
You got to try. Hey, if you get the first dice next turn. But so the way that indirect fire works is you have to range in on the target. So you start at a 6. Every turn that you fire at a stationary target, it gets 1 better until you hit. Once you hit, then you still got to roll a 2+, but much easier. So it just misses the trucks, and he's going to fire his 13 shots at which truck? I'm assuming this close
The
one
one that's
here?
unpinned, yeah.
The unpinned one. He's got LMG, which is 4 shots. The rest are rifles. He has an SMG in there, but its max range is 12, and he's more than 12. So your only movement penalty here, or your only penalty, Steve, is move.
And the pin.
And the pin, yes, that's right. Pin,
His only penalty.
I forgot about the pin. So the pin is -1 to hit. No matter how many pins you have.
Need 3s, huh?
Needing sixes. Huh?
Sixes.
Yeah, because a move and a
Oh,
pin.
yeah, I guess I should increase it.
Yeah. Yeah, it hasn't changed that much.
You know.
It's positive modifiers. I see not a single 6 in there, unless there's one under that tree.
No.
Wow.
Wow, not even a pin.
What a... Not even a pin. Wow, okay.
Okay.
Now, even though he snapped 2, he can still move.
Yeah, he can still do his thing.
So does he have to pass an order?
Yeah. Actually, he should have done that before. He should have been the first thing that happened.
Oh boy, this could be ugly.
Oh yeah, almost insane heroism.
Almost. Must have a commissar back there someplace.
Oh yeah.
Make anybody breathe.
We don't want to fail an order as a commissar here. What happens if you foobar the commissar then? You turn and blow him away?
He shoots everybody as they run off the board.
Alright, so then the platoon commander's moved up. Alright. There we go. So that's the snap 2. He snapped himself and 2 units. That's how snap 2s
A whole lot of
work.
missing.
And a whole lot of missing.
Oh,
Another
yay!
one Andre's. He's got guys in the truck
Let's
too.
snap.
Let's snap out. Andre's got his captain there. What are you going to do with him?
So the captain is going to pull 2 additional dice. So I've got an infantry section in both of these. So they'll each get a dice. One of them is going to have to pass an order. And the other one is just going to jump out, and then he's going to jump out. So I'm going to be running out some infantry and my captain, and hopefully I can
Okay, well let's do your order check.
line the walls.
So it's a
here.
1-pin order here.
Oh, you had to say it.
Don't
You had to say it.
Oh, you
Oh,
got it.
insane.
Insane heroism.
I lose a pin.
Yeah. So normally if you had a bunch of pins, you would just lose them all. So if you rolled double
I should
ones.
take one off the truck too.
That rarely happens. We always get like 2 and a 1. But anyway, so he's going to move a bunch of stuff and then do some shooting. So he's advancing out of the truck. Advancing means you can fire after you move. So Andre's snap 2. So both squads have gotten out, taken up cover behind the hardcover walls. So they advanced out 6. It's a 6 inches your advance distance. And then the captain himself got out. They have SMGs. So what's going to happen is the captain's going to fire at this squad. This squad's going to fire at the medium machine gun. This squad is going to fire at the light AT gun. So it's going to be a 5 for moving. He lost his pin, so no pin. And the SMG here is actually in range. So this will not suffer a movement penalty, as assault weapons still don't suffer a movement penalty. So it's 4s. I think we deduced last game, Andre, that assault, like SMGs are like even
Really
way better
good.
now.
Yeah.
Because you don't get long range, you don't get,
Right.
you're hitting on 4s. And Yeah,
So
it's crazy.
what do you want to resolve first?
So let's do the captain first. Let's
Okay.
do the captain at these guys. So 3 SMGs.
So 3 SMs, so that's 6 shots.
Yeah. So
And
6 shots needing. And
fours?
I guess you do have. Well, do you have a gap there?
I got guys over there.
Yeah. So you can only you can't shoot within an inch, I think, of your guys. So I think you might not even be able to shoot.
So actually the captain can't, so it'd just be these two
Okay.
shooting.
So 2 guys can squeak one through there.
I didn't see the SMG on the captain. I didn't realize he had one.
Actually, he might have a pistol. He probably does have a pistol. Never mind, he's got a pistol. So it's going to be 2 SMG shooting, needing 4s. That's 3 hits, but you are not against the wall.
No.
So he will get hard cover.
He's got hard cover.
So roll to wound first. So needing
So-
4s because they're regulars. So two hits, or 2 wounds. So now Steve has hard cover, which is a 4-up. He saves
Got
1.
We have a casualty
And a pin.
and a pin.
And another pin. Okay, so that's the captain. Now let's get these guys set up. So we're going to have 11 shots with the rifles and LMG. German LMG gets 5 shots, 1 per rifle. And they're hitting on 5s because they moved. SMG's hitting on 4s.
Is that with the buzzsaw I get 5?
Yep. So 1 hit with that.
Sixes in there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 total hits. He will roll those again, needing 4s to wound. And Steve, you can just roll your saves over here.
What do we gotta say?
If you get any. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So what's 6 up?
Oh,
to
wait,
save?
you might not get a save because, yeah, they're right up against it. So you'd get no save. Yeah, it's just straight up
It's
kills. Wiped out.
Wow.
So that squad took out the Russian medium machine gun. Okay. So then we got this squad here firing at the light AT gun with -2 dice because the SMG is going to be out of range.
So
for
that'll
us.
just be the 11 black dice, right?
Yep. And these are going to be all needing 5 just for moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn, 6 hits.
6 hits.
Jeez. Needing 4s. That's 3, 4.
4 hits.
Damn, they might wipe you out here, Steve. But you get some cover saves here, needing 5 ups for soft cover.
Ooh.
Wow. Damn.
So don't despair too much, Steve. This is what Travis did to me at the beginning of last game.
Yeah.
I'll let it die.
I was handing it to Andre. Okay, so that's, wow. So the 2 German squads with their firepower have destroyed a light AT gun and they destroyed the medium machine
And put a
gun.
pin.
And killed and put a pin. So that's, yeah.
That was...
That's half of Steve's anti-tank firepower. We haven't even seen the tanks on the board yet.
So my original plan was to use the captain to snap this in on my first die.
Yeah. Oh, off the board, yeah.
And just do this straight up, which I agree it would have been too good, but
Yeah. Yeah,
I-
can't snap off the board, sadly.
I had a feeling it would be devastating.
That was devastating. That was harsh. All right, next die.
Oh, but I put a pin on his truck, don't forget.
That's true.
There's,
There it is.
yes.
Germans again. Damn. So Andre's one of his 30ATs has rolled into the orchard. He's advanced. He is going to fire at this LMG squad in the open. So he's going to fire the main gun. So it's a 1-inch template, and it's just going to be 5 to hit because he moved. Then he's going to fire his bow machine gun as well. He's within 36, just barely. And again, it's just 5s. So 5s.
Damn.
You got
Main gun missed.
main gun missed, but the
3 hits,
3 hits
with
with
machine gun.
Okay, so needing 4s because they're regulars. Nothing but a
Nothing
pin.
but a pin.
So how many pins they got now, Steve?
3 pins.
They're up to 3 pins. All right, next die. So what? 38 T's on the board in the orchard. One of Steve's.
Pin.
So over here, Steve, his officer back there, he snapped this LMG squad that got fired at by the 38T. They passed their 3-pin order, so they advanced up, and they're going to fire at these guys. So it's -1, so your base is 4, -1 for moving, -1 for the 2 pins. So I'm needing 6s.
Yeah, I got a pin.
I see one. Nothing but a pin. Okay, well, maybe. We'll see. So you got to roll. They're also regular, so on a 4-up, you kill one of them.
Oh.
Yep, and a cover save.
Throw.
Hey, maybe I can make my first cover save ever.
That's right, you never made one last game.
Yeah, that's not true.
4-up. No, he doesn't.
I was not good at
A
cover
2.
saves.
So you lost it. Hey, Andre took a casualty.
Casualty.
All right, and is he going to snap anything else?
Yeah, he's
in
going to
while over
advance
there?
himself or run himself over to the. Yeah, actually, probably does.
And he could
There's no
snap
small team.
something else too.
He can only.
Steve just
Yeah.
moved. The platoon commanders kind of moved around. So next
Thanks
guy.
for marginalizing my efforts there.
You got a kill. Germans again. Second 38, the platoon command tank is rolled in next to his partner. He's going to do the same thing, but this time he's going to be firing at the Dishka. So needing 4 shots with the bow gun and 1 cannon shot. Cannon hits.
Oh, and 2 machine guns. Wow.
So that's a 1-inch template.
So it hits 2 guys.
2 guys. And it's +1, so they're regular. So the way penetration works, some heavier weapons have a penetration value. It reduces the number you need to wound a unit. So they're normally wounded on a 4 with small arms because they're regular, but now they're going to be wounded on a 3 because this weapon has a penetration of +1.
Okay, so yellow is the main gun hits, black are the machine gun hits.
Okay. So you got 1 each. All right,
That's
2.
three wounds, right? 1 for the main gun, or 2 for the main gun, 1 for the machine gun.
No, it's
No,
just
I
2.
had-
Yeah, this
I had 4 wounds total. 2 from the machine gun, 2 from the main gun, and 2 of those.
5-up cover
Yes.
saves. Come on, fenced.
Ooh,
so you
got
saved
one.
one of them. Okay. But it is D2 pins because you got hit with an HE. And it's
Two.
2 pins. Man, where are they at now?
3.
3 pins. Wow. Okay. Next die. So the HMGs are 3 pins and they're down 1 guy. Another German vehicle.
Tank.
Another German dice. So the Panzer II has rolled on. And he's going to fire over the ZIS-3 way over there. It's 48. Used 5s, got 8 hit. So that's 2. Autocannon fires 2 1-inch templates. So hit 2 guys.
2 wounds templates could hit more than 2 guys.
So the way it's
so it's a
worded now-
1-inch template.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead, Travis.
Yeah, the way it's worded now in the thing is you pretend they're each on their own 25 mil base. So that it does, you're not penalized for having a multi-base.
Oh, for doing a good job modeling him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we're assuming that you space those guys out
Yeah.
instead of clumping them all together, so I could hit 4 of them with 1-inch hit.
Yeah. Yes.
So
That's two kills. He only needed a 3 because that's also +1, 2 1-inch templates. So he does have a gun shield. So 2 5-up soft cover saves. Oh, he got them both.
But it's another pin.
D2 pins.
Oh, D2 pins. Just
One more pin. All right, the gun shield on the ZIS-3 held up against the 20 mil from the Panzer II.
I'm impressed.
Me too. Let's see some thick metal. And another dice belongs to Steve. Steve had his commissar. Inexperienced commissar passes one turn order, and he ran up, ready to enforce the law here. Another German dice. Andre's driven his motorcycle up on the far left flank, and he's going to fire at the inexperienced squad. So are you going to go down, Steve? No. Nope. Okay. So Steve was asking what happens if you go down in this game. So in the previous edition, it was a -2 to hit. Now it improves your cover save if you're in cover by +2, or if you're in the open, it gives you a 5-up.
Because you still get the pin.
Yeah,
You
you're
still
going to
get
still
hit.
take the pin.
Yep. So firing a machine gun from the motorcycle gets 1 hit. He did a 5 because he moved.
All you needed was the
That's or
So see if you get a kill. It's a 6, yeah. So 3 up to kill inexperienced guys. And a 5 up cover save. He gets
Oh
it.
shit! I wanted him to die so he could become a veteran.
Oh, that's right. That's right, they're green. The commissar's right there.
Keep your head up.
We need one of you to die. For the fatherland. Or the motherland or whatever.
Somebody block the next bullet.
Alright, next die is another one on.
Meat shield.
Another one of Andre's. Andre's brought his half track on. The MG34 on it is going to fire at the Dushka, so just 5s for moving. Got 8 hits. And a kill. 5 up cover save. Nope, he lost another member of the Dishka, so he's down 2 guys over there. He's got 2 men left on the Dishka. Next die.
Hey, those little guys around, or- Oh yeah.
Actually, Steve can just go. I'm
What do you
going to
know?
put my last 2 guys down.
Okay, so the guys in the half track are going down,
Yeah.
and the officers in the half track as well.
Yeah. So the last 6 are Steve.
Wow. Okay. He's going to rally the Dishka. So rally means you get rid of pins. So rally's a little different in that you don't take pins into account when you have to pass the order check. It's on your base morale. So he needs a 9.
He's good.
He got a 7.
So
So you lose
pin
all pins. That's a change.
Huge change.
Last edition, it was you lost 1 for passing the order and D6 more, which almost always left you with pins. Now, like Steve did a good job by waiting till the end and then rallying, so he didn't get any more after the rally.
So I'm gonna rally the. Well, actually, I'll snap 2 with the platoon leader. Oh, jeez, he's got to pass an order. 1 pin order. He's good.
Yep, he's got it. And
So-
then more rallying.
Then he's going to snap those guys too.
Okay. Steve's AT rifle was snapped to by that platoon leader there. Passed his order and he's run over here next to the Dishka. And then Steve still has that platoon leader. He's snapped to. He's going to move him up. So what do you got left? You got your sniper.
Yes,
Is this-
sniper's going to shoot.
You're an experienced squad.
Sniper's going to try to pass an order.
Okay.
2 pin order.
2 pin order. Oh no! It's a
Foo
oh,
bar.
no, it's a foo bar. Oh my god, this could be bad.
Did you?
We
could
haven't
be
seen
bad.
food.
Could be bad.
It could be bad.
No, it is bad.
It's bad no matter what. So
I don't remember the FUBAR rules, but
they've changed.
And they've gotten worse.
They've changed a lot. We'll get into that here in a second. The foo bars we learned last game. It can be horribly effective for the enemy. So roll a d6, Steve. Does it say 1 or 2, Andre? Is that what I said? 1 or 2 is it's a 3.
So 1 to 3 is friendly fire. 4 to 6 is panic.
Okay, so he rolled friendly fire. So Andre now takes control of the sniper, and he fires at a friendly unit with that, but that unit has to have an enemy within 12 of it.
which it does.
So he could fire probably at this unit.
Correct.
Which is a really good outcome for you, Steve.
Yeah, the alternative is you run, and if you reach a board edge, they leave the game.
So if you rolled a 4, 5, or 6, they'd have just
They'd be gone.
exited.
The last game we played, I had a full squad.
No, you were short down 1 dude.
Okay, I had almost a full squad run off the board,
So
and they were just gone. It was insane.
enemy within 12.
So he'll fire at this unit. So you roll, Andre.
Okay.
So he's got a pin. So needing a 4. He missed. An excellent
Well,
outcome
don't
for a
seem so
foo bar.
disappointed.
He didn't take out his own guy.
It was supposed to be this devastating, horrible thing.
So I'm going to rally the Zis 3.
Okay. Rallying the Zis. He does pin free. And you got your inexperienced squad left. Over here, Steve passed the 1 pin order with his inexperienced squad. They advanced up. And now his last dice is artillery observer, which both Andre and I both forgot about. And he's going to drop his smoke around there. So at the start of turn 2, which we're going to do now, we're going to see if that thing comes in. Alright, the Soviet observer, top of turn 2, So Steve, roll a d6. On a 1, it drifts 3d6 in a random direction. On a 2, 3, it's delayed, and you can move it. On a 4, 5, 6, it's coming in, fire for effect. Oh, he landed it.
I think he's firing for effect.
All right, so since you have the mass batteries rule, Steve, you roll 2 dice, and you pick the highest number for the radius.
Wow.
A
I'll
4.
take the 4.
So it'll be a 10-inch radius, which should hit probably everyone but the captain. No, it hits the captain.
It's got the captain. Oh, it's got the chickens.
The chickens are hit. Wow. Okay, so that's a hell of an artillery shot by that observer.
I told you you'd like this.
So we'll see what happens. So the Soviet rounds come crashing in on the German platoon. So on a 1 to 5, they take, what did I say, D3 pins?
Yep.
And on a 6, they take a 4-inch template. So every unit, the 2 squads, the captain, and the 2 trucks. So we'll start with the captain. Oh, you want to start over there?
Sure, start.
All right, start over there. Needing a 6. Oh, he got it. Oh, my God. Bolt action happens, people.
Game changing.
Bolt action happens. So to set that next to them, they're going to take a 4-inch template. Andre chose not to go down. He could have.
I'll go down now.
He had a chance before Steve rolled that dice to go down. He chose not to. Do you want to go down with these guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so next up. Nothing. So it'll be D3 pins. So
yeah, nothing but D3 pins.
the captain takes D3 pins. The truck.
D3 pins.
Okay.
That's a
and then
4.
The other truck. D3 pins. All right, roll up the pins and we'll be back.
Truck's just got 3. You can just
Okay,
add
so
that
pin
one.
wise, we got 3, 3, 3, and 2
He had
plus
2
1.
plus 1 is 3.
Now he's going to hit 6 of these guys with the 4-inch template, so anything but will kill a man.
6 ones. Yahtzee.
6 down. Oh my god. And D3 pins. D3 is as high as pins go nowadays.
3 pins.
Damn.
4 pin.
So they're going to have 4 pins. Yeah, the 4-inch template used to do D6 pins. Now it's down, everything's D3. Except I think the 1-inch is still D2.
60.
But he lost 6 guys. He is going to be within range of his captain's 12-inch bubble 4 plus, though. So that will help him pass his morale check. So he's down to 2 men with 4 pins.
Is that bad?
Yeah. They fail their order. Even with the captain, they're out of here. So good job, artillery observer. He's wiped out. So suddenly this over here is looking a lot more favorable for the Soviets.
Well, I saved myself 4 pins.
Damn. So there's a phrase, if you're new to bolt action, there's a phrase called bolt action happens. And that's what it looks like. When it looks like everything's at its worst, something strange can happen and suddenly it switch, but it could totally switch back. So it could happen again. So that'll be it for pre-turn 2 festivities. Let's pull the first die.
Yeah, I was really wanting the first die, but now I don't know that I really care.
Yeah, well, you didn't get it anyways. Soviets. So first thing Steve's going to do, he's going to snap 2 with the platoon commander, pass his order. He's going to snap the mortar first, and then he's going to snap these guys. So mortar is changing target to them, or your current target is the trucks.
Yeah, I want the squad.
So he's going to try to land it there, needing a 6 as he's starting over. Oh my god. That's it for Andre. No.
You're not lying.
That's a 3-inch template landed right on that squad after a 4-inch template.
That's like,
Oh man. So the templates, you try to get as many as you can.
you can get 6.
5 guys.
You can get 6 if you come over here.
Yeah, it's that inside circle is the 3-inch template. Wow. Jesus. Well, you do got a bunch of tanks left, so 6.
Yeah, I just can't claim the objectives.
Yeah, but you table them. So 6 dice, needing anything but, because a heavy mortar is a 3-inch template, so plus 3, 10.
1 but.
All but 1, so 5 are dead.
Again.
D3 pins. No, you lost 6 last time. 1
No, I
pin.
lost 5 last time.
Oh. So you're up to 4 pins, so take a morale check. 8. So you're 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
I'm good.
plus 4. So 9, you rolled an 8, you're good.
You do have a
I mean,
four.
aside from losing 5
And having 7 pins.
You're not 7, you should have 4, right?
Well, I had 3 plus how many more?
Just 1.
Oh, just one more?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, if
Okay.
you had that, yeah, you would have been probably not good.
Yeah.
So he did lose 5 guys, though. So that's what's left. So he'll have to move back into unit code here. You're supposed to stay an inch away from units, models in your own unit. So if Andre would have went down before that mortar hit, he would have halved the number of hits he took.
Hang on, these guys still get to go.
Oh yeah, so they have 2 pins, so pass an order.
Pass an order.
2 pin order. You got it.
Good.
So are they assaulting now?
Actually, now's not a bad time. But yeah,
I think we're just gonna gun you down.
so we're gonna advance up and fire. So yeah, assaulting. I was hoping we can get an assault in this game as part of the teaching
Doesn't
game.
look like it's going to
I
happen.
don't know if that's going to happen now. But basically, let me just go over it real quick for you, new to V3. In case it doesn't happen, assaulting now is completely different. The defenders have all the advantage. So in this case, if he was to assault this wall, they would go first in the assault. Well, first of all, he was more than 6, so they would have shot. And then when he got there, they would have fought. He would have removed casualties, fought with what was left. Any combat in the open is now simultaneous, as opposed to version 2 where the attacker went and they went first and the defender fought with what was left. So basically it's just the reverse of what it was. Although down now makes a difference. So if Andre would have went down, he would have lost his defensive position advantage, and then it would have been simultaneous.
But why would you go down on a 1 in 6?
Yeah, why?
Pretty much.
Because dice gods.
So I think I've got 3.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do
4,
some
5,
shooting.
6,
So we'll count
7,
on.
8.
They advanced up. They're pin free now, so no negative for the pin. He gets
Actually,
a.
they have 1 pin. I'm sorry.
Do they?
It just didn't follow them.
Okay. So he has. So he's a base 4. He moved, so he's up to a 5. He's a 6 with the pin, but if you're within 6, you're point blank. You get +2, so you're down to 4s. And the SMG's an assault rifle. So roll 2 different color dice for him. He does not suffer a movement penalty. So he's going to be 3s for 2 dice. The rest are going to be 4s. And see what he can get. Holy crap. He will get hard cover though. How many is that?
A lot.
That's a lot of hits. It's all swinging the Soviets' way now. Jesus. What's that? 1, 2,
10,
3,
isn't it?
6. 10 hits. Okay, so needing 4s, Steve, to wound. He's only got 3 guys left in that squad.
So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 wounds. So we'll see if that rock wall can stop the bullets with a 4-up cover save.
Yeah!
2 save. So 2 die.
Yep, but that's still half.
Yeah.
So,
And if that's another pin. So you're up to 5, but you got your captain there for +4. I see a 2.
7.
and a 5.
So it's a 7. You were a 9. 9 minus 5. So you needed a 4. So you still passed.
I still passed.
You just passed because the captain, again, saved your ass.
My captain.
So you're going to probably lose your loader and your rifleman and keep your sergeant.
We're still in it, boys.
You're still here. Wow.
5-pin ambush.
Yeah, it's a thing now. We used to joke about the 5-pin ambush, but when you only get -1 modifier to no matter how many pins, being on an ambush with 5 pins is not a horrible thing anymore. Next die. Germans.
Yeah.
All right, so over here, first the captain passed his order. He advanced back. He's going to fire at the squad. He then snapped everything else. So this squad actually, Andre rolled Snake Eyes on their order test, which is incredible courage. So they lost all their pins. So they're now suddenly pin free. And then he passed both of these orders with all the pins they have, only thanks to the captain. So the captain's doing work over here.
So the captain and the squad are going to fire on the squad. The 2 truck machine guns going to fire at the big gun.
Okay. So he's, now we're going to start shooting. So we're going to start with the captain.
Yeah.
So we got the 2 SMGs, pistols probably out of range. He does have 2 pins, so no movement for the SMGs, the assault weapons, and so then only 1 for the 2 pins, so needing 5s.
5s.
So
Nothing.
whiff.
Nice.
Okay, the squad is gonna get 5 for the machine gun, so it's gonna be -1 for moving, and he's down to 1 man. So there is another modifier. It's not on the table, but if you're down to 1 man and a team weapon, you suffer a -1 as well. So 6 to hit for them.
And 5.
5 or no pins, right? So just a
Actually,
4.
no.
They have the same
4
arrows.
and a 5.
4 and a 6. Because he moved and he has a
Oh.
one guy. So 4s and 6s. Cock die. Cock die. So one hit.
Wow.
So it's
Well,
a pin on them.
That's actually what I needed. I needed 1 more pin on them.
Okay, so roll see if you wound them on a 4 up. Yes. Hard cover, Steve. Nope.
No.
Losing them.
Hey, we're whittling them down.
He's up to 3 casualties.
Okay. And then 4 each on
3
the...
casualties plus the machine gun.
Oh yeah, all that stuff. So the 2 MGs from the trucks are going to be firing at the Zis.
Needing 5s.
5s just for the pins. 2 hits.
2 hits there.
4 ups. 1 and a soft cover save for the gun shield. Does not make it. So he's down to what? 2 guys? 2 guys left in the Zis 3.
Wow. Come on!
And another one. Wow, 2 more
2
hits.
hits.
Too bad you had those pins. That would have been all hits.
Yeah.
2 wounds.
2
2
wounds.
5 ups. This could be it for the Zis. Well, he saves 1. But you will have to take a morale test because you just lost half your guys. So how many pins do you have?
2.
3? 4?
2.
You fail. You rolled a 10. Zis 3 has run off the table. They've given up the gun. Okay. That evens it up. Steve is fresh out of...
Actually, I'll make
And
a
I
deal
think-
with you.
take
You
it
can have
back.
your big gun back if I can have my all my infantry back. Or actually, why don't we take your last green die out?
Steve's last AT is a AT rifle, which is not going to do anything. Wow.
So,
But at the same time, Andre is like very
we're
low
going
on,
10 turns, right?
we're very low on objective capturing units. He's got 1 squad left plus all his officers. So next die. Soviets again. All right, the sniper who foobarred last time is going to try again to pass the 2-pin order.
Oh.
He does. Okay.
Sniper, no sniping.
And I'm assuming there's only one obvious target here.
Captain.
The captain, obviously. So you do have a pin, right?
Yes.
1 pin.
So snipers are totally different. Base 4, but you get a +1 to hit. So you're a 3, but you have a pin, so you're back to 4. So you need a 4 to hit. He hits. Now snipers also have a +1 to wound. So normally you would need a 4, but on a 3, say goodbye to the captain. Oh no!
And I don't get a
The
cover
captain-
save.
No cover.
ignores cover.
Ignores cover. The Soviet sniper has just taken out the German captain. So the snipers, Steve, they no longer, because before they can't take out a MG, a mortar anymore. That's not a thing. What they do is
So what happens with the pins here?
they just stay with these guys. They're still on the board.
Okay, even though my captain...
They're still a team.
So I get 1 more pin for
Yep.
the captain dying.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, the snipers no longer can delete machine guns, mortars. What they do is they kill like the leader of the squad. So if there was a NCO, he'd die. The officer would die. If you were firing at a mortar,
You can't take down 1 person out of a machine gun squad?
you can't. No, you do.
So if I shot a sniper at these guys and they were full strength, I would hit your leader out of that group
Yeah.
first. And that would give them a minus
Yeah,
one
minus
to
1
what?
morale.
-1 morale.
Yeah. So now it's assumed that all team weapons like mortars and stuff, they have an NCO kind of in there. And if a sniper hits them, they kill that guy, and then it's a permanent -1 to their morale for the rest of the game. So he's still good. Another
I
Soviet
thought we were
dice.
done with the green ones.
Alright, so the platoon leader over here, snap these guys, pass their order. They're going to fire at the truck with everything. Everything's in range, so just 4s. Could be it for the truck.
We have 1 pin, so it's.
Oh, they still have a pin, so
5s.
5s. So they pass a 2 pin. 1, 2,
It's not a
3,
4.
4 hits. All right, we're saying the truck is not going to get cover because the wall only comes up to the wheels. So we're gonna if he gets a 6 here, truck is dead. Truck is not dead.
But I take a pin.
Takes another pin. And then your officer, is he gonna move or?
Yeah, well, I'm still in range of those guys. I think
Just gonna hide back there.
yeah, I'll just be a cheeky blocker.
All right, next die. Soviets. So he's going to have his AT rifle fire at the truck. Only did the 4 here, 48-inch range on it. It's a hit. So you're over half, right?
I would say so.
So it's a +2, but the rule still says that if you're over half with your weapon range on an AT, you lose 1. So you're going to be at a +1 only. So on a 5 or a 6, you need 5 or 6. No,
That's
nothing but a
5 or
pin.
6.
That means I get a pin back, right?
Yeah, he takes a pin. You hit it and didn't do anything, sir. So what are they up to now?
4.
4 pins. Yeah, it's looking a lot different over here.
Hey,
It's one of
look at that.
Andre's. So Andre, your command tank can snap to 1 unit.
Isn't that?
This is your command
Oh,
tank.
this is
number
like
1.
so I can snap.
You could do both. Yeah. Command tanks can snap 1 unit. I think within 6 or 12 of them. I can't remember exactly, but he's definitely close enough there. So he could snap another vehicle out of his armored platoon if he wants.
Okay.
Andre's used to snap 2 with tank 1. Snapped his other tank with him, and they ran through the orchard. Not ground, it's just an orchard. So next die. So they're rushing up towards the little compound. over there.
Rushing the Russians?
Rushing the Russians.
Rush.
Another Soviet dice. Steve has run his commissar up behind the building there. So next die, Andre.
Next die.
Next die.
That was way too fast.
Germans. Me. Andre's half track with his last remaining squad and the platoon commander has run up the edge of the board there. Heading towards the objective. Next die. Another one of Andre's. So you got guys in there, 2
Yeah.
guys in there really.
Ugh.
So put 1 down since they can't get out if the half track runs. Put the officer down. So Andre's down to his Panzer II. Steve still has that platoon commander. Is that it? Oh, he's got his
I got my Dishka
inexperienced.
too.
Oh, the Dishka hasn't gone yet. Yeah, Dishka's not going to be able to do anything to these boys. I think he might be able to put a pin on them, but... So it looks like he's running his officer over to that objective. All right. Next die. Soviets. So he's got his inexperienced squad over there and his Dishka. So what are you going to... Well, let Steve decide what he wants to do. Steve Dishka has run over next to the platoon commander to guard that objective.
And Steve's up again.
Steve's last. Is this the last die in the bag?
That's those guys there.
I'll put the
He's got his
those guys on ambush.
inexperienced squad going on ambush. Oh, Andre still has his Panzer II to go.
Yeah, motorcycle too.
He's still
Oh,
got
and the
one.
motorcycle.
He's still got one in the bag.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, his part. The hero of the Soviet Union.
So is he just going down, or should I just pull my dice, or is that guy doing something?
Oh, he's gonna put another artillery out
No,
there.
he's done. He's not British. He doesn't get 2. All right, so go ahead and do your 2 things, Andre. So German motorcycle is cruised up full speed or on the road, so he doubles his 12-inch move to 24. He got within point blank of this squad. They're in the open. We're not going to count that post as cover. So he's going to get 4 shots.
Buzzsaw. Oh,
That is with buzzsaw.
Ah!
I know. It's
Wait, but you just ran, right?
No,
no. He advanced double.
I'm on the road.
He advanced double.
On the road again.
But he got, so it's 4 base, 5 for moving, but +2 for being within.
So
Three's up. 3 ups. Oh, that's
Wow.
3 hits on Steve.
I missed one.
Oh, you don't get to roll a cover save anyway, so you can just keep chilling.
No, I need to advance the hit counter.
You got 2.
Ooh.
2 dead. So you lost 2 men out of there. And how many pins? They're up to 3 pins again. And is that it?
Yeah.
Turn 2 is over. So we move on to turn 3. Turn 3. First die. Belongs to Andre. We're going to pick up where we left off, and the motorcycle will fire again. But this time only needing 2s, because he didn't move.
Hang on one sec.
You can go down. I'll give you a 5-up cover save. If you choose to do that. That's the new down. Well, let's see if think about it. He's not going down. So
Take it like a man.
only needing 2s. There's a +2 for point blank.
Ah,
3
still
hits.
only 3 hits.
Needing 4s. 1 dead, so you're up to 4 pins. And another guy dead. That squad's pretty whittled down through all this. So next die. Another one of Andre's.
Wow.
Alright, now this truck passed his 2-pin order. He's going to fire now. So again, focusing on them. This time needing 5s though, because of the pin. And not point blank. Want to go down, Steve? He's just going to say no until they're all dead. Oh, he was wise this time. No hits. That pin. Pin saved you.
That was not good. No bueno.
Now it's one of Steve's. So Steve snapped 2 again with this platoon commander. They, the infantry squad passed their order. They're pin free now. They ran back behind the building as well as the
He
officer.
advanced to the rear.
Advanced to the rear. I'm sorry. German dice. So Andre's, one of his Panzer 38. Is this a snap 2? Because you can snap with tank 1, which is your command tank, and do
Sure.
both. Okay.
Oh.
Well, this one moved up, and he's in a snap with that one, so he'll move up too. He's snapped him first so he can fire, because he obviously can't fire if he moves up. So main gun, or is that the coax MG?
I was thinking
Main gun would just be a 5. Well, they'd all be a 5.
but it
More
would
small
be
team.
3 shot, 4
4
shots.
shots. 4 shots with the coax, 1 shot with the machine gun.
Everybody
Or
you
with the
shoot
cannon.
at's going down.
Anyone getting shot at's going down, declares Steve.
Okay,
So they're going to go down.
So they're down and they're down.
Yep.
Okay. So it's all machine guns. So we got
No, you get +2 for being point blank, right?
right
So yeah, those are hits. So you got 2 hits.
2 hits there.
You need 4s to wound.
One
wound, and then Steve went down. So he had a 5 from this fence, and down gives you a +2 to that, so 3 up. He saves, so he only takes a pin. I'm going to say, as game judge, do you think they get? I don't think they get cover.
I say they do.
You think? Oh yeah, you're the
They're
Soviets.
tucked up against the fence.
Well, but he's shooting from.
But I'm shooting down the fence
Yeah.
line. If I was
You
right
could-
here, I would definitely say you would.
But you're shooting through the fence right there.
shooting over it. I'm the game judge. No cover. So do you want to go down still?
Yeah, everybody you shoot at's going down.
2 hits. 1 wound, so a 5 up. He does not save. So the Dishka loses another
But he
guy.
went down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right. My bad.
And I said, yeah. So he's down to 1 guy. So you have to take a morale test, Steve, because that's you lost 50%, and you have 1 pin. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, and you got your platoon leader there.
No
so you're
problem.
good. Nothing but or you got a pin. So
If you pull out 2 dice, I'll put them down.
okay. The so the command tank is now driven up. He does his pivot. Tanks now get 2 pivots when they move, which is awesome. 1 pivot when they run, but 2 when they advance. So you're gonna fire at the Dishka and the wait. What's going on? What?
So Dishka first.
The machine gun. And needing 5s for that because you moved.
So 2 hits.
2 hits and 1 wound, so a 5-up cover save for the Dishka. Nope, Dishka's gone.
Cover's not that good anymore.
It's
5-up
It's
is not.
not. It's not. And then at that,
Coax onto the.
are they going
platoon
down?
leader.
They're going down.
Everything getting shot at is going down. That's 2 hits. And then 4 ups. 1 wound. 5-up cover save. Nope. So 1 man out of the officer team is taken down. So not bad for the 38 Ts.
They're doing better than I expected.
Too bad they couldn't claim objectives. Next guy. Soviets. So first up, Steve activated his platoon commander. He snapped the commissar who advanced, and 1 guy from the commissar team was able to get within range of the motorcycle. We're going to give him hard cover, or no, soft cover, building soft cover. So SMG, no movement penalty, but you are inexperienced. That's a -1.
No, these are the inexperienced.
They're inexperienced too. The
Oh,
commissar is inexperienced.
Oh, okay.
So it's -1 for inexperienced, -1 for, no, just -1 for inexperienced, right?
No moving, no pins.
Yeah, okay, just -1, so I'm just still at 5s.
Got 1.
So even inexperienced isn't that bad anymore.
So I got a pin.
Up in. And if you would have rolled a 6 to damage, he would have got a cover save, a soft cover save. Okay, so next up, he's going to have the mortar fire
Well, he's
way
gonna try to
the hell
shoot
over
on the
there
half
at the half
track.
track. We already measured it. It's in range. Needing a 6. Come on, for the motherland. Oh, it's a 2.
I really thought you were going to hit that. I know it's 1 and 6, but I've been making the critical rolls today.
These guys are gonna
platoon
run.
commander's just going to run up to the house. All right, next die. Germans. He had his his platoon commander snapped. If you're in an open top vehicle like this, you can snap. So he snapped the vehicle. He advanced up. That was a 9-inch advance.
Yep.
He's going to fire at the Soviet platoon commander here with the machine gun. 4 shots, needing 5s. Cock die. Got 1 hit. So I'm going to pin on these dudes, see if you can get a kill. Nope.
No.
Nothing but a
Nothing
pin.
but a pin.
Okay.
Oh, that was their first pin?
Nah, they must have already have one because
Yeah, they
you
should
killed
have
it.
two.
You killed a guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now he's going to have the officers snap the squad to get out. So that squad exited the vehicle. They are all within 4 of the fence, so they can see through
Well,
it.
just
Well,
front
the front row.
Okay, the 2 machine guns. So he's got 2 machine gun shots.
And a rifle.
So it'll be 10, 11 shots, but he's going to fire way over here at this platoon leader. So normally if you were shooting through an enemy unit like this, they would grant soft cover, but the fence is there, so you're getting soft cover either way, but I'm just saying that shooting through an
So
enemy
actually,
unit will grant
them
cover.
being down. Yeah, no, I'm better off coming back here.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 11.
11 shots. You can roll them right over here. Needing 5s just for moving. 1, 2, 3. 3 hits.
Wow. 4.
4 hits. Okay. That's 2 machine guns and a rifle. So needing 4s to wound. 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
So that's 2 5-ups from the fence. Oh, he got them both.
Nothing but a pin.
Nothing but a pin. Onto the platoon leader. All right, next die.
No.
Oh, the officer. The officer is going to get out now.
And
Can he even get out and get
I
range?
think I
on
screwed
anything?
that up, didn't I?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. So the officer was able to get clear of the squad in front of him. 6-inch deployment. You can deploy 6 from the vehicle. So he is going to unload with his 3 SMGs at these dudes. Not point blank, so just 4s.
2, 4.
4 hits. Okay, 4 ups to wound.
2 wounds.
2 5-ups.
3 up.
3 ups because he's down. Oh my god, he rolled double snake eye. Or double 2s. Even being down and cover didn't help them. So the German squad has wiped those guys out. It's looking a lot. This side of the board is starting to look like this side of the board. Alright, so Andre, at the end of this turn, if he doesn't get over there to contest, you're going to claim that objective.
Okay.
When the turn ends. Okay, next die.
That's only 3.
Germans. Right, but
End of the turn.
into this turn he'll have it unless you can go get it from him. So another German dice. Panzer 2 is advanced up. He's going to unload with his auto cannon. You going to do the 2 shots or the coax?
2 shots.
So 2 auto cannon shots at these boys.
They're nicely bunched up over there.
Needing 5s, yeah. Oh, man. Reroll that one. Landed on a bush. So we got a hit. So that's a 1-inch template on these guys who are very bunched up. So that's the
4
inside
guys.
here. Yeah, you could totally get 4. 4 of them at +1. So the autocannon hit and the Panzer II needing 3, so it's +1 pen. 3
hits.
And we're going to give them soft cover because half are behind this house. So if half of your unit is in cover or hidden by cover, you get the type of cover that save that thing that hiding you is. Oh, you can save 2 of them.
Wow.
So we only lost 1 guy, then D2 pins, Andre. 1 pin. So 1 guy and a pin. 1 guy dead and a pin.
Got off easy on that one.
He did. Yeah, big time. Next die. Soviets. Soviet sniper failed in order. His 1 pin order. And another German dice. Andre rallied what was left of the captain's squad. All their pins are gone. Soviets. Inexperienced squad is going on ambush. Another
Except
Soviet.
I got a die that doesn't have an ambush on it there.
Another Soviet dice. The hero of the Soviet Union spotter is going down. Germans. So Andre still has this squad, a truck. I think that's it. What's left of this squad and a truck? Rallied the truck. Got insane heroism.
Which only would have counted if I'd have actually fired like I was thinking about.
If you fired, that would be amazing. But
Okay,
version 2, it would have mattered. All right,
here's
last
the
one.
critical die. Oh!
Soviets. So that's the last die in the bag. So that belongs to this squad.
No,
here.
it's not the last die in the bag. I get last
I must have
die.
put pins on me. So I'm going to rally those guys.
Okay.
They're
You're
good.
So all pins removed. All right.
Okay, let's
So
see
last
if we
up
can.
That's a
these
rule
dudes.
I approve of. I'm not like all of these rules, but that rule I think is a good one.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's
machine
nice.
gun is 5 minus 1.
5 minus. No, it's -1 to hit.
Oh, so I still get 5 shots?
Yeah, we'll count them up. Pin free squad. 5 shots for Hitler's buzzsaw from the LMG, needing 5s because they only have 1 guy, and then 4s for the 2 SMG shots. With both SMGs and 1 machine gun hit. So,
Well,
I
Yeah.
need 5s.
So 3 hits.
3 hits. Need 4s.
2.
Ooh, okay, but hard cover. So 4-ups. Oh my god, again. Again with the double 2s.
And a pin.
Man, I don't know. Suddenly it's kind of swinging back the other way over here, even with those tiny little squads that Andre has. Although Steve has quite a bit of stuff over here. He's got a full inexperienced squad. And that's it. So that's it for turn 3. Off of turn 4. First die belongs to the Soviets. So Steve first, he's going to activate his platoon leader over here. He's activated the commissar who's come around. He's going to fire at the motorcycle. The motorcycle is recce. So recce rule means if you get shot at and you haven't activated, you can do an escape reaction. So he will ignore his pin. It says if you're going down, it says in the book. So he can move out of the way of the shooter. He has to get out of sight. If he can't do that, he has to get in better cover. If he can't do that, he has to get farther away.
So. Wham, wham, wham.
He's farther away and he's out of sight. There's a normal advance or run, right? That's what it said.
Yep.
But he's on the road, so he.
But it cost me a die.
Yep. And take your pin with you. So that means he is like dumbfounded. Hey, there was a motorcycle here a second ago, and now there's just a cloud of dust.
So can I do that with an advance and then shoot?
No.
I know.
All right, so
The
Ricky,
LMG squad's going to try to pass an order.
all right, he's now going to pass an order with the LMG squad.
No problem.
So he removed his pin. And what's he?
Man.
We are going
Advance to the wall.
Advance to the wall.
Yes. Good call.
And we are going to shoot on that squad. It's 50% out of cover, I noticed.
50% in cover.
Yeah, it's 50-50. That's the thing about bolt action.
You're correct. 50% is out of cover.
They'll still get hard cover. All right, so we'll see.
You got 5 shots on you, I think.
We'll
Right?
count them up. They're advancing. He got within point blank. They're going to get hard cover, but he's going to have 2 shots at 2s because no movement penalty, point blank, and then 3s for just the movement penalty.
So those 2.
All but 1. All but 1.
Only 6 hits?
Only 6
that all
hits.
you got?
Eating 4s. Got
3 4.
Not all of them. Andre needs to make 3 cover saves here.
There's only 2 guys, right?
So I only need 2 cover
No, you
saves?
need all 3.
There's only 2 guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So I still, one guy got hit twice.
Oh, almost. Almost. If you would have went down, he would have made those. Because going down in hard cover will give you a 2-up cover save.
I wish I'd have thought of that.
So he loses a dice, and he's got 1 less unit over here to deal with. So that was a nice snap too by the platoon commander here.
Oh, and he still gets to go too.
And he still gets to do his thing. So he'll just kind of advance out. So all Andre's got left are the 2 trucks, and then what's left of the captain's little unit there.
I'm gonna try to stay out of my 1-inch. And they're gonna shoot on the
Oh yeah,
captain there.
they can shoot too. That's right. All right. 3 dudes with SMGs, more than 6 inches away though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So need 4s.
1.
One hit. Ooh. I got a kill though, so hard.
No, he didn't.
We'll see. Cover save.
Oh,
You got it? Nothing but a pin. Next die. Germans. Over here. Well, first of all, Andre claimed this objective. So this is his now. So at the end of the turn, he was on it. No enemy around it. It's his. So he had platoon commander snap. We just did all the movement just for video purposes, but normally you do them one at a time. But he moved everything up. He's going to fire this squad, the dual LMG squad, at this squad. They went down. So he's shooting through another unit, which gives them soft cover, which means them going down is on a 3-up cover save.
Well, actually, I should probably fire these first then, shouldn't I?
Probably. Try to take them out.
Yeah. So I got...
But I mean, technically, see, this is where we should have done it in order, because I guess he would have done it in that order. I don't know. Whatever. Just fire everything. So the 3 SMGs here at them, not point blank. So just 4s with 6 shots.
3.
Are they going to go down, Steve? No? So 3 hits. So he's not going down with his officer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're dead. All 3 today. You just lost your platoon command squad.
Okay, so no soft cover now.
No soft cover. Now it's just 5-ups for being down in the open. Needing 5s.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 hits. And you're in range with that guy, right?
With
SMG, probably.
Oh, that actually looks measurable.
Yeah, we got plenty of tape measures around.
Ooh.
No, he's short. So let's take a hit out. 5 hits. We need 4s.
2.
So 2 5-up cover saves, Steve. Down in the open.
Oh, insane heroism.
She lose 2 guys. And take a pin. And they're down.
And I can't see them. I know they're back there. Can't I just shoot through the building?
The half track cannot see him. So that's 3 dice here. Another dice out of here for Steve for his going down. Another dice out of the bag for his officer. So a lot of dice just happened all at once. All right, next die, Andre.
And it's a
Soviet AT rifle is ran around the corner. Passes order, he's out of there. Head towards the objective, and the next dice is a German dice. The squad, the remainder of the captain squad have pass the order. They've moved, advanced behind the truck, and they're going to fire at the squad here. In force.
got a pin.
It's a pin. And a dead. Hard cover. 4-up save. Nope. Another one bites the dust.
So I guess
And
these
a
new
pin.
rules are just people just die a lot more.
Yeah.
It's more deadly, for sure. Even with the cover saves. Because there's a lot more hitting. And then they take a pin, Steve. So another Soviet dice. So Steve's mortar spotter in this corner can just see that big squad over there. So
No, they can see one guy.
So I haven't rolled a 6 in a while.
Needing a 6. He got this.
Whoa!
Oh my God.
You got the one guy.
Again, the Soviet heavy mortar hits again. Oh my God. So another
Good
3
thing I
inch
bunched them
template.
up.
Yeah. At least you're bunched up. So we're going to say 7 hits with a 3 inch template heavy mortar. So anything but.
Oh,
Three butts. Oh my God.
It's 4 dead.
4 dead.
Okay.
1,
And
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not
not a half.
Not a morale check.
Wow.
I think you want to take all your riflemen out.
Sure.
Not a morale check. And then D3 pins. That's 2 pins. Wow. Okay. Now Steve just needs to get the first dice next turn and he can finish him off.
Does his spotter still have to be alive?
Nope. He's ranged in on that spot. You had to kill the heavy mortar to take him down. German dice. Andre drove one of the 38 Ts. It's going to, he drove through the fence here. He's going to fire the whole gun at the AT rifle and the coax at the spotter who's back there.
So hull is yellow, coax is black.
You're within 6 with both, it looks like.
I didn't measure, but
Looks like it.
sure looks like it.
So needing 3s.
And I forgot which was which, but it's the same number of hits on each, so
Okay.
3 on each.
Okay. They are not down. So just
So
4s. So
3 hits here.
Okay. Nope, nothing but a pin.
Wow.
See if you can take that spotter out. Yeah, spotter's down. So the heavy mortar spotter's toast. He's a dead man, another dead Soviet. And a pin on the T rifle.
Does that put a pin on the mortar?
No. They don't care. You guys waving flags at him.
How come or that's just over here, I guess.
That's all the stuff that's been dying.
Yeah, I
It's a lot
had
of
it in my hand like I carried it off from somewhere.
A lot of dead stuff. So next die, Soviets.
I know there was a too close. I thought it just shot as a regular rifle.
Yeah, so if you're within 12, you can't fire as a sniper. I did pay the extra 6 points to give them SMGs though.
Oh, thank you.
So the SMGs will fire.
Surprise!
You gotta pass an order though.
I
You got a 1 pin order here.
I've never failed one of those.
Except when you foobarred with them.
Yeah, that's right. So they do pass. So it'll be 4 shots, and the motorcycle already wrecked. So it's needing.
So I was moving fast.
Double time, 2 hits. All right, he hasn't got a 6 yet. Can you get one now?
No.
No, nothing but a pin. So the
Can you
motorcycle
throw a pin on there for me?
has 2 pins
What
now.
did I need a 6, not just a...
Because you're shooting a vehicle.
Soft skin.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah. But
Another Soviet dice. Steve's just leaving the experienced squad in the orchard. Next die is German. So Andre's got his Panzer II. His command tank.
What does Steve have? Your spotter. Should I just pull my dice?
Yeah, Spotter's not going to do anything.
Okay.
So Andre's got 4. Spotter's going to go down.
So
We'll start with this machine gun, firing straight ahead at this squad.
hang on. I'm actually liking the officer.
I don't think you can get the angle because it's not a 360.
Oh.
It's not a 360 on those.
Well, there is that motorcycle out there in the open.
Yeah, fire on the motorcycle. Why is it motorcycle way the hell back there? Must be one of theirs.
All right.
So straight ahead at the squad.
Fours.
Needing fours. Unless you're within 6, but I don't think so. But if you are, it's going to be 2s.
Like he was point, but it's from my.
It's from the gun.
It's like, I think he's point blank to me, but I'm not point blank to him.
Yeah, because you got the length of the hood. Yeah.
Nice. 2 hits. 3 hits.
Yep, only needed 4s because you don't have any pins. 2 hits, 2 wounds, so 2 hard cover saves, Steve. He failed both again. Oh my god.
That's
So you got 1 guy left. Oh yeah. So he's leaving the machine gun. So you got to take the morale test at -1 because you took your NCO out, but +2 because you got your officer. An 8 with 2 pins. So you go from an 8 to a 7 for having no NCO. Then you got 2 pins, which takes you down to a 5. You rolled an 8. 5 plus 2
takes me up 7, but I can't.
Yeah, you failed
can't
by
get
1.
to 8.
You failed by 1. So they run off. All right, next truck.
so now I think I do
You
have
pretty
to
much
move.
fire at the, or you can fire at the sniper.
Well, I could just. Oh,
I think your arc is not going to get you over there.
well, unless I.
if you move, yeah, you could move one. Let's swing around.
Problem is getting too close to him.
Yeah, because at the end, if a transport is closer to the enemy, and the soft skin transport is automatically destroyed. This half track, for example, though, would be he'd take I think like a 4+, he would survive. So a soft skin still is destroyed if it ends a turn closer to the enemy. He's gonna do it. He moved up, so he's point blank now. So he's needing 3s.
Oh!
That's 3 hits. Needing 4s. Nothing but opinion.
Oh, wow.
Now he's gonna lose his truck. Because you are definitely closer to them than you are to your sniper. Wait, does it? I don't think another transport counts.
5 and
3/8.
5 and
5 and an 1/8. Yeah, it's to that guy.
all right, so you got 2 more outer dice here.
Oh,
And that's
and I've got 2 more tanks.
Panzer 2 and the command tank. 2 rolled up and autocannon onto these dudes, needing.
Now that's a juicy template
Yeah.
target.
You're within 3, or you're within 6, it looks like. So, yeah, just within 6. So needing 3s. Oh damn, that's 2 1-inch templates.
So do they still have to connect like they did last time?
No, that's changed a little bit. Now they can be independent, but they have to try to get as many as they can
Well,
It's
so
like 8 guys, right?
that's 8.
with 2 1-inch templates.
Well, there's 4 there. There's 4 there.
Okay, but half of that because he's down.
So only 4.
So 4. Yeah.
Only 4.
+1, so needing 3s because they're regular.
Wow.
Kill them all.
No, just 1. And
Took a pin.
D, 2 pins. 1 pin. Wow, these guys have actually survived quite a bit of stuff. And the last thing is going to be the Command Panzer 30AT. The command tank is driven around, so tanks now get 1 pivot when they run, as opposed to 0 in the last edition. So he was able to do an 18-inch move with 1 pivot. And he wound up right there, but no shooting. And that's it for turn 4. Oh, yeah, at the end of the turn, we lose another truck. So we probably should count up our dice and figure out what we have left. Top of turn 5.
I can't claim it's been unfair when I've dropped 2 heavy mortar shots and artillery barrage on you.
Steve needs the red dice.
No!
Is Andre going to move those guys?
So is
probably?
the command tank in command distance? Is it 6 or 12?
Well, you got your officer right there. You talking about moving them, or?
I was talking about, can I get both?
Oh, no.
Or can I?
It's 6.
It's 6?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
only 6. Die? You're snapping? Or is that just a...
Yeah, I'll go ahead and snap.
So he'll snap with the officer. First thing he did, they passed their order. The guys that got hit by that mortar last time. So they're down to 2 machine gun teams and a sergeant.
So 5 shots each on the machine guns?
Yep, and 2 for the
2
SMG.
for the SMG.
They advanced up. They're going to fire through here since they weapons can't hurt the tank. They can get within 1 inch of it.
Well, hang on. If I go down, does that
Yeah, if you
affect
get
the
hard
tank
shot.
shot?
But then,
No, you're going to still have to take a morale test. Yeah, when you get tank shocked, it doesn't matter if you're down or not.
So I'll
really?
go down.
It's not going to help you. It's not going to hurt you. This is
Okay,
so
ready?
firing. Yeah, go for it.
Machine guns. Needing 5s? 6s.
6s? No, you
Moved and a pin. So 6s.
6s. Okay.
So 2 hits.
All right, 2 hits. 1 dead. So 3. You're not going. Did you go down or no?
I did.
Okay, so you're gonna need a
So 3 up, right?
2 up. Anything but cover save. Because hard cover for 4, and then
Oh,
plus 2
wow.
for being down. I guess you rolled a 1.
I rolled a 6.
Okay, good. So
Okay,
nothing but a pin.
so
So,
a
4
pin.
pins. Okay.
And then the machine gun,
The SMG.
SMG,
1
needed
hit.
a 5.
5. Oh yeah, the pin. Okay. So nothing.
Okay.
All right.
You can put a pin on if you guys are worried about it.
Yeah, they got him. They're at 4 pins now. So the rest of this snapping. So he's going to run his officer into the building. So to get into a building, you have to give a run order. It can be a 6-inch run if you're running through terrain, but, or actually they word it as you can do an advance or run, but you can't fire.
And I can make it to the door. Could I go through this back
Yeah.
window too?
Yeah, any opening.
Okay.
You can go through.
And
So he's going into the building. He's going to teleport across.
so that I'm ready to fire out this way or jump on that objective.
Yep. Man, looks like Andre's going to get 2 objectives somehow out of all this.
And that leaves the half track,
Leaves the half track.
which is going to go ahead and I guess he might as well motor out 18, and
Might as well.
so I can do a turn.
Yeah, half track. He can do 1 pivot. Okay.
I'm gonna have Steve dub in all my sound
Yeah,
effects
it's like
from here
a-
on out.
I like yours.
Swarm of German armor over here. All right, so pull out some dice there, Andre. You got to pull out. You need 3 total dice out of the bag. Next die. Soviets. Steve passes over with his AT rifle. He's going to see if he can snipe off one of these guys. So
Point
need
blank with
a
a
2. Point blank. It's a hit. So it's +2 on him. So anything but. It's a kill, but he is in soft cover.
from an
The house
AT.
The house is soft cover.
Woohoo!
Oh, he doesn't make it. So he lost a guy.
D2 pins.
Sadly, you can't. He's not a sniper, so he can't pick the officer. Just 1 pin.
I don't think anyone's failed him, right? Oh no, this guy failed an order.
All right, next die. Germans. He's gonna do a tank shock. Right over those guys. He has to move. He has to do a run order, and then Steve has to pass an order test with 4 pins or a morale check. If he rolls a 5 or less, he moves out of the way. If he rolls more than a 5 on 2d6, he's destroyed.
I think
He's just-
I think that's a yeah.
So the
We
Panzer
squished-
30 AT has driven them off. He has to go at least half of his run move, so 9. And he clears out that squad. So Steve is down to an AT rifle over here. 1 AT rifle surrounded by 3 tanks and a half track. So he'll lose a dice for that. Or they were down, or were they down? I don't know.
They were down.
Did we pull a die for him?
just
Yeah.
over here.
So I think
Okay.
Steve's down to 7 dice. Next dice is the Soviets. So Steve's going to use the new forward artillery observer rule, where he's going to act as spotter for the heavy mortar, as his own spotter's dead. But he's going to drop one on the house with the officer. Nope. And German dice. Right now, Andre will open up with all the machine guns on Panzer 38 number 3 there. That's going to be 8 shots, needing 2s because he's point blank. So that's
That's
2
a lot.
misses. right?
I tried to keep it down.
That's 2 wounds. And they're not down, so they're dead. They fired, so they're not down. You got 2 bores, they're dead. So the Soviets have been totally cleaned off of this side of the board. Where's the other objective? It's under that tank, so it's on Steve still, or Andre still needs to get there. And Soviet dice. Are you gonna, I guess, no snapping. So he's advanced his officer up. He's gonna fire everything at the machine gun, or at the motorcycle. 6 shots needing 4s. Got 3 hits. He's yet to get a 6 on one of these soft skin rolls. Can it be done? Yes. Oh. Andre decided not to recce, so he's destroyed the motorcycle.
So my guys jump out?
No, they're dead. It's just, they're not.
What?
It's not
he
a
jumps off with the motorcycle.
It's not a
machine gun. And...
They're just dead.
You can take a die out if you want.
What if I don't want?
Alright, so next die. Motorcycle's toast.
Oh, man.
Another German dice. Panzer II, are you shooting the coax or the 20 mil?
Oh.
I think 20 mil you can only get 2 hits with.
Well, if I hit twice, that's 4, right?
Oh, yeah, it's true.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and
20 mil, so
20 mil.
Just needing 4s. 1 hit, so it's 2 hits with a 1-inch template. That's 2 wounds because it's +1, but a 5-up cover save. Oh! Sniper is dead.
Alright, good game.
The Soviets have been completely cleared out of this side of the board, and I think that's going to be it for this game because I don't see an officer getting through all that armor.
Well, he has to make it on 1 turn too, so it's not...
Yeah, alright. So we're going to concede. We'll come
and
back.
he's already gone.
And he's gone. Well, he does have it. Well, we'll come back and wrap it up. We're going to wrap it up now, so it's going to be a German victory. He got that one. He would have had that one. He did not, but with 1 more turn. No, I don't think he could have got that one. Maybe with these guys, but
actually
unlikely.
I've got to pass an order with these guys.
Still got another turn.
So they would have, on the next turn they would have passed their order and claimed that one.
Okay, so it's 2 victory points to 1. And if the Germans have 2 or more, they win the game. So overall, crazy game. I mean, at the very beginning, it looked like Andre was just going to steamroll, and suddenly that Russian artillery came in. So you've got some mortar hits, and this whole thing was just wiped out. He's down to these 2 guys where they're just the remnants of the
I've still got guys over there.
Squad. But on the other hand, over here, just the armored Blitzkrieg just rolled over everything. Steve, did you think you had a good spot in there? Or, I mean, I guess you're just doing what you could with what you had, terrain-wise.
He gave me 2 AT guns and 3 tanks to shoot them at. So.
Yeah.
And
an artillery barrage that disabled them for the first.
Yeah, I honestly didn't think the tanks were going to be this good.
It is amazing.
I mean, these tanks in the prior iteration, it's like,
Being able to hit easier makes tanks better.
It does.
They're better now.
Getting them across the board was a little, I did have to spend a turn just running them, but
that's fine.
The game started off so damn fast. I mean, turn 1 was insane.
There was a lot of shooting. Yeah. Well,
turn 2 was pretty crazy too.
Well, every turn was crazy.
Well, it slowed down after the first 2 turns, but.
Yeah. So, what do you think of the 3rd edition rules, Steve?
It's very killy.
Very killy. Yes,
It's
I agree.
much easier to hit. It's gonna have to change your strategies. Cover's not all that great anymore.
Cover is not as good.
I mean, this game would have been 1 turn if I hadn't hit with that artillery.
Oh, yeah.
No, that saved the game from being
it's not a version 3 problem. I just didn't have enough AT on the board to hold off.
You also didn't necessarily understand that being in light cover doesn't really do a whole lot for you anymore. Where in version 2, you're in the light cover, you're just a lot harder,
Yeah.
The odds of getting hit go way down, where the odds of getting a light cover save, not quite as good.
Yeah. Definitely better off having that -1 to hit than a 5 up to save.
And I definitely see why the tanks are nerfed on the machine guns, because
Yeah.
they were still pretty badass.
Yeah, being able to hit easier. If you were rolling in with 12 machine gun shots every tank in this as a German in this edition,
Oh,
they'd be unstoppable killing machines, more than they already are with that bonus, with the easierness, make it easier to
well,
hit.
taking out the heavy gun really
That-
kind of nerfed
yeah.
Steve.
They never even fired. Neither one of those AT guns.
Well, one of them was pinned out from the beginning with the
Yeah.
artillery barrage.
Of course, he also had them out in the open, so I mean, they could have been hidden
Well-
maybe back there,
Again,
It was in
it's
light
just
cover.
Soft cover. Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
or
So-
back in the corner.
They were both soft covers, so
Yeah,
where else I couldn't. There's no.
With
There's
the gun
no,
shield.
there was no hardcover for them to be in,
right. Yeah,
and the machine guns on the trucks.
of course.
Pulled it
I think
out.
we might have forgot the hidden thing. The one in there should have at least got a +1 on his cover save. Everything should have. I think maybe we forgot that.
I'm
Would have been
pretty
a-
sure we forgot.
It would have been a 4 up instead of a 5.
Well, I
but
ran a
still.
ton of guys on the first
Yeah.
first round anyway. Just to
Yeah, when you run or you shoot, do anything, you lose.
of course, I
that.
ran them to get them into cover when I would have been better to leave them hidden.
Yeah.
True.
So yeah, it was a good game. I thought it turned out okay. Honestly, before this game started, I didn't know which way I was going to go, but I was happy that it kind of wound up close. Mainly because of that artillery strike.
Into
that
turn
would've
1, I
missed-
thought I was gonna just
yeah, me
blitz
too.
it.
Me
Into
too.
turn 2, I thought, how am I gonna pull this out?
No, dude, yeah, your sweep around this side. And
I
just
did not
cleaned everything
dream
out.
the tanks would do that well.
They did really good.
I was really scared just having one half track full of dudes. I was afraid if, one lucky mortar shot on that half track would have
Almost pulled it off.
made me hate life. You didn't catch it before we unloaded, but
That would have been amazing.
that would have.
Yeah, the artillery and the mortar really were the heavy hitters for the Soviets in this one. They did a lot of damage.
I like the rally. I like the rally rule. It prevents units from just getting completely pinned out for the whole game.
Yeah, and I agree. I think it just makes more sense because even in, like the last edition, you could rally and still have pins. It's like, okay, so I still can't hit anything.
Yeah,
I got to
you're
rally
still
again, or I got to. It's like
combat ineffective.
And I think
after rally.
capping the penalty to hit at 1, regardless of pins. I like that rule.
Yeah.
yeah, that's really
That's
good.
good.
Yep, that helps a lot.
So yeah, basically, really improving all the shooty rules.
everything's gotten better.
It's
It's just
better
easier,
in terms of
easier to hit.
Easier to
taking
I mean, look
things
at
out.
how little's left on the board now.
Tactically, it's a whole different game.
Yeah,
well-
hard cover is going to be.
Not entirely, but I mean,
Amazing.
it's significant. It plays significantly different, where you can't really just slowly kind of cat and mouse move up in the cover and just whittle away at the other guy.
Right.
If he's got more firepower, you're just going to get blown out.
Yeah, and tank platoons are now a thing. It's like, I mean, even really had no opposition, but still, like in second edition, that tank platoon, it wouldn't have killed all that shit. There's no way.
No.
But it kind of just steamrolled. Imagine what like a really good tank with a high HE weapon and
Well, and
high armor.
late war, if Steve had a couple Panzerfaust,
Panzerfaust are pretty
that would have made me slow my roll a little
Yes.
bit.
T-34 would have been nice.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can't bring one tank anymore. You got to bring 2. Yeah, if I could have just thrown in a T-34 for you, but you got to bring a whole tank platoon, which is the tank commander and at least one other tank.
I got a green squad instead, so
It evens out.
Who didn't do anything. So anyway, yeah, it's a great game. We did not get to the assault. I kind of went over it. I was hoping to get an assault in, but it didn't happen. But I mean, you can't really script
We
these
had a
things.
tank assault.
Tank assault, that's definitely something we rarely see. But in future games, we'll see assaults. It's going to happen, but it's different now with the defender having all the advantage.
Well,
the idea of just charging in anymore is
Yeah,
like, well,
I mean,
maybe I'm not going to do that now.
you say that we're going to see it, but I think you're going to see it a lot less.
I think less.
Just because the attacker, the advantage isn't there like it was last game. You know,
Right.
you catch somebody out in the open and it's not an automatic kill.
No, it's
Like
50-50
it used
now.
to be.
Yeah, it's gonna, unless you really outnumber them, or you have a bunch of tough fighters and they don't.
Well, even, I mean, yeah, it's, you got to have some kind of huge, significant advantage
Right.
and
Yeah,
to contemplate it.
which is probably more realistic if you want to talk about, if you want to look at it realistically. You're gonna want to have a far advantage before you decide, okay, I'm going to charge in with my bayonets. I'm not going to go in at full strength.
And charging somebody behind hard cover is probably a really bad idea.
Yeah. So yeah, I agree. I think we're going to see less assaulting in this edition just because it's going to be tough. But there's the engineer platoon. And engineers negate, at least it says buildings. So if you're in a building, the engineer platoon will remove that defensive bonus. I think it should have just been
Just
removed. Any
buildings?
defense, yeah. It says
Well,
buildings.
Yeah, but we still can't really go into buildings if there's HE on the board.
Right, I know. They should just remove all defensive. That'd be like, then you would suddenly see the assault engineer platoon, which I think could be pretty cool. But anyway, so yeah, it's a long game. It's a good game. It turned out closer than I thought, but I think we got a lot of the mechanics covered. Tried our best to explain as much as we could. This was a teaching game or a teaching of the new version to people who have some history with version 2. This wasn't this is what a advance
Straight
is.
up
Yeah.
novice game, yeah.
Which I would still like to do something like that. Early on here at version 3, kind of go through the very, very basics, which I think we could probably come up with something like that. But anyway, thanks to Andre, thanks to Steve for coming over.
Thanks for hosting.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. And thanks to all the guys on the live stream here. No dropouts this time, so
Woohoo!
we're good there.
New router,
The
yeah.
new router did the job.
Patreon money paying off.
And yeah, so check out our channel sponsors. Use the links in the description if you want to get some of the bonuses that they offer to Tabletop CP viewers. Check out our Patreon if you want to help support the channel. Check out our social media stuff. We got Instagram, Facebook. And that's about it. Let us know what you guys think of this learning game. If we made any mistakes that you know, then some of you got the books now. Tactical things we may have missed, or just general comments, let us know. And with that, we'll say thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.